Hey, Mike.
Hey, man, what's up?
We have a beer that we've been waiting to drink for the last probably at least 4,000 years. I think
Yep.
about 4,000 years.
Yeah, at
Comes
least.
courtesy of our buddy Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews, because he lives in an area of the United States where just whale beers just crazy beers just sit on shelves and collect dust.
Yeah, I think he calls them shelf turds.
Shelf turds, yeah. And this was a shelf turd, and he had sent a picture one day, and I was like, "Can you grab us a bottle of that and ship it over?" And he did. That was a while ago, and we keep being like, "We're gonna drink it. We're gonna drink it. We're gonna drink it. We're gonna drink it." That was like 4 years ago, 3 years at least.
That'll
at
happen.
least 3 then.
Maybe
Maybe it was like a year after. It was probably the 2022
Yep.
when he saw it. But anyways, this was actually the only one that we missed that year, I think.
Probably. We were doing pretty good for a while.
Yeah, we were doing pretty good for a while, and then we like, I don't. Was it just harder, or did we stop caring?
I think we stopped caring.
Yeah, it wasn't as like.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, even just not last year, the year before, like, I was just going from store to store to store, waiting in line for stuff. I'm like,
It was the year before last, because this year I realized I cared way less.
yeah. But even when I was in line, I was like, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, what this is from 2021. This is Goose Island Bourbon County Reserve brand stout, small batch, 150. I hate the way they order the words on every single thing they bottle. Spoilers. We have the bottle right behind it, so we don't take it out. Okay, Goose Island Bourbon County Reserve. We could have kept that up there. Ages for up to 5 years in the bottle. Collaboration with our friends at Old Forester. So what this is a stout aged in Old Forester 150 anniversary barrels. So it's just like a Goose Island is aged in barrels. No adjuncts, unless the barrel's an adjunct. Depends who's listening.
It's an adjunct.
Okay. I guess it is. What the fuck? Is this thing losing its...
No, these ones, the bottles are slightly different. I like this one better anyway.
Well, yeah, but that one, the big honking bottle opener is better, though.
It certainly looks cooler on screen.
It does. I am excited. It's pouring out very red, huh?
It's glugging out.
What is the ABV on this? This is ABV is 15.6. It says it's good until July of 2026. We're going to see Dream Theater tonight, so we're going to just drink some beers. Not that anyone cares, but it is funny, like, whenever I tell, like, I don't know. I still, like, for me, like, when it comes to that type of music, I say Dream Theater. I don't expect people to know, but I was like, we had our team meeting yesterday, and they're like, "What, is anyone doing anything good for the weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to a concert." Like, "Oh, who are you going to see?" And I'm like, I knew he was going to ask that question.
Yeah.
And then I was at Dream Theater. Someone's like, "You going to see Dream Theater? I've seen him like 1,000,000 times." And I was like, "I had no idea you were a Dream Theater fan."
I don't know anyone that does this. The only person I know that likes Dream Theater is you.
I have one there is another guy at work that Larry knew first, and like we went to Vegas one year, and he's like, "You got to meet this guy." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "He loves the crappy music you like." And I was like,
From Larry? That doesn't count.
yeah, I know. But yeah, now Joe and I have been friends forever. Now it's great.
So yeah, honestly, it came out a little bit red, and you can sort of see red highlights just around the little bit of the head. But this is Bourbon County pitch black.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, there's virtually no head. It's just alcohol.
Yeah. So this was the same year of the Toasted Barrel, the 30th or the 40th anniversary.
It's a good year.
This was 2021 was a very good year for Bourbon County. This was the same year that we got early access because Kyle got it, drank it the day before, capped it, drove to us just to have us drink it. That was the only reason he came. That was it.
That's not the only reason he came. Came because I invited him.
Yeah, fair enough. Mike, sometimes when you're on television, you gotta
He
go
drove
with
3.5 hours to give us beer.
You gotta go with a beer that he already opened. You gotta go with the story. You want to get a nose?
Let's do it. I almost made a joke like as if I was ejaculating, but
Well, you kind of did.
yeah, I almost went full.
Why did you refrain from it? Because you were afraid we were going to lose.
No,
so you said the word ejaculating, and I just said it
It
again.
made me think of something that I'll talk to you about it off camera. Yeah, this is amazing. The nose. It is pure, like fig, raisin, craisins, kind of.
There's a chocolate aspect to it too.
Yeah, like almost like coconut chocolate cake. Like a German chocolate cake.
Oh yeah, with some cherries on top.
Yeah.
The cherry aspect is right there.
Oh yeah.
But there is booze.
Oh yeah. The other thing is, a lot of times when you have these, I don't get bourbon. I get ethanol, and I'm getting ethanol, and I'm getting wood.
Yeah.
I'm not getting bourbon. I'm getting ethanol and wood,
Mm-hmm.
which is okay, but like it's not like I'm getting those sort of like a lot of times those sort of bourbony notes that you and sometimes you do get them. And this one here, I'm not. I'm getting nondescript ethanol.
No, 100%. It's ethanol and everything you named earlier.
But the biggest thing is fruit here.
Oh yeah, it's big. It's big
By far.
There's a fruit and there's a baked goods aspect.
Yeah,
to it.
yeah. Like
you mentioned the cake, but it's more than like cakey. It's like it smells like a bakery. It smells like breads. It smells like
Yeah, I can see that.
grainy almost.
Yeah.
Like the German chocolate cake you mentioned is definitely there for sure, but there's just so much going on in this.
I did say German chocolate.
Oh no, I did. I caught it. I wasn't gonna actually say anything because again, television, you kind of gotta. It's the silent joke. If you have to kind of explain the joke, Mike, it's not as funny anymore. But you know what? Now
Making you uncomfortable is funny. Though.
Now we've morphed into a bit, so it's funny again.
I can't believe how sweet and fruity this is.
Yeah.
Like I really think a lot. Like now, granted, this has been on the shelf for a few years now.
It's been in a stout fridge for a few years now.
Wow.
It's been kept cold.
What I
Yes,
mean,
I know.
it's like
I know.
But I feel like I thought I would get more like booze and barrel, and those things are there, but it is like pure like smorgasbord of red and dark fruits. It's blackberries, it's blueberries, it's cranberries, it's cherries, it's all those things. Prunes even. And
Prunes, big.
You know what I mean? Like
one. Yeah.
it it got a little bit of. I mean, it just smells like a blackberry pie.
This says something. The fact that Mike is more so than me, but he's right. We're this like into the nose, and we're talking about the nose way more than we usually do. We haven't even tasted this yet.
We should fix that right now.
We should fix that right now. Yeah.
So,
Matt, dude, thanks so much, man. You and your shelf turds, love it.
holy crap.
We should probably open all the other ones from 2021 after this, just to make sure, just to see.
Yeah, we make sure we drink them all though. Just we can't let them go bad. Yeah, this is an experience.
This is an experience, and it's still relatively cold. We took it out, did 2 reviews right before this, just to kind of get it warmed up. But this is.
It is boozy. But smooth.
Mm-hmm. And it's creamy.
It's creamy.
It's got a little creamy oiliness going on.
Yep. It coats the tongue.
Yep. There's a almost like a cocoa cacao nib thing going on right through it. Like not dark chocolate, not really baker's cocoa, but it's got this like cocoa thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That sort of earthy chocolate kind of taste.
It's very earthy. Earthy.
It is funny that all the things we said on the nose are there, but the biggest thing is almost like coconut and chocolate.
Yeah, the berry characteristic isn't as berry forward as the nose, but
it's there. It's there. It's not a whisper. It's up there. But like I feel like you're getting sort of that. You're getting that ethanol hit without any burn. It's not really burning. The stomach warms.
Oh yeah.
But like I'm not getting that burn here. But it is just decadent. It's got a lot of fruit, got that chocolate, got that earthiness, got that barrel, got that coconut. Coconut's awesome. You get coconut here.
Yeah.
Big time. It is. See, I don't order dessert at restaurants, but I would order this as a dessert.
Oh, 100, yeah.
For me, this would be my dessert at a restaurant
100%.
if I can get this. Something like this.
The whole bottle?
Yes.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, one for drinking, one for poofing.
Or get this imported, just a little drizzle over some German chocolate cake.
I would have this on ice cream, Sean.
Oh yeah, that too.
The thing is, this has elements, and there are things in here that make it quite sweet. But there's that level of roast and like that sort of earthy character, and the ethanol finish that dries it all up at the back.
Yeah.
It does not have that lingering sweetness. Like if you have like a really really good, like sort of a dark chocolate cake. Yeah. That when you finish, like, yeah, you have that sweetness, but it's not there like cloying up the palate. It's sort of like that.
Yeah. That's actually a good way to call it. Yeah.
I mean, every sip, I'm sort of just like taken aback, and I have to kind of sit there and like remember that this is just fucking beer.
15.6% beer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Big cherry cordial vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's coming through. Like more as as I talk and I let it sit for a bit, and like wisps of like probably more boozy cherry cordials, because you get like wisps of the alcohol.
But good cherry cordials, boozy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair. It's interesting, like the color of this beer. Like you can just see it shining. There's a lot of red, a lot of brown. It's not black.
When you look straight through, where like right at this edge here, you do get that sort of that mahogany red.
Yeah.
If you look, you can see your finger through it. It's just slightly.
Oh yeah. It's this beer is magnificent.
Yeah, this is one of the best beers I've had in a long time.
I've had Old Forester. I didn't have the 150 anniversary. I don't even know.
No.
I'm sure it was cheap when it came out, and I'm sure the aftermarket price of it is.
I'm sure it was
absurd.
I'm sure it wasn't cheap. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was affordable-ish.
That's what I meant. Like I'm sure it was affordable-ish, but then like aftermarket is insane.
Yeah.
And when it comes to bourbon counties, some of my favorite variants are just
barrel variants.
Barrel variants, right? Like obviously like the toasted, right? The cherry wood. It's not a stout variant, but the Old Fitzgerald barley wine from, was it last year, the year before?
Year before, I think.
Yeah. And that's not a knock on the other ones that have like actual adjuncts in it. Those are all great. But
yeah, because we've loved some of those too.
Yeah, but the barrel variants, like even the single barrel one. Remember the single barrel we did a couple of years ago?
It was fun.
Was that 2021? No.
No, it was like 2023, I think.
Like those, like it seems like it's always fun to see what a barrel different barrels can do to a beer. Because somebody's like, oh, it's just a bourbon barrel aged stout. Bourbon barrel aged stout is good. It's like, well, it could be. It's just as good. It's good.
We were finding things from barrel to barrel that were so different.
Yeah.
Like they were virtually different beers.
Yeah. This is some next level shit.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we don't do gradings here anymore. This is easy 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 100% 10 out of 10. Like it's already March. This is definitely making the list so far.
Yeah.
And we haven't even got to this year at Bourbon County. We still got another million months to go. Feels like.
Yeah.
But drinking this makes me more excited for Bourbon County again, just because like this year was exciting in a way. Like the Old Fitzgerald. Was it the Old Fitzgerald was this year? Am I thinking of something else?
I'm forgetting, dude. Who knows?
It's
We've
so
had
hard
some.
to remember
Yeah.
this stuff. But yeah. Oh man. It definitely was this year, because then we got sent the prop, and then the Old Fitzgerald and the prop with it. Yeah, but anyway, either way, we're talking about the 2021 Old Forester 150 anniversary reserve version of it, and it's just fantastic.
This is getting. All right, I'll peel back the curtain just a little bit. I had a conversation with Sean a couple weeks ago where I said like I want to get back to doing Nerdsense more regularly again.
And you want to get in and out on the beer reviews? Is that where you're going with this?
No, what I'm getting at is that like this is the stuff that gets me excited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not. It's beer's good. I love beer, and it's not the thing. It's just like I could have this at home, and it's really good. It's the sharing and
it's
yeah. This is what gets me excited about beer again. Like this type of stuff. Yes. I think some of it, like remote is necessary. Remote is necessary, and we have to be able to do those things. But like this is what gets me excited again. It's this type of experience.
I agree.
And I'm really glad we were to do this, because this is just blowing my hair back.
Yeah. It's absolutely fantastic. We say it in every Bourbon County review. Obviously, everyone knows that this is, AB InBev, but they're still doing something really fantastic over there with Bourbon County. They're letting Goose Island kind of run the gamut, because I'm sure they're probably making InBev a lot of money.
Yeah. I wonder how much you make off of these, though.
I don't even know what this was for MSRP. I forget what it was exactly, but or what, because we know that they're not. The 40th was was $40.
Yeah.
Well, the 30th or whatever it is, 30 or 40 was $40, which is expensive. And some of the stuff last year was expensive too. So some of the stuff really is expensive. Sometimes you get and it seems like, and the base usually stays between 12 and 16 depending where you get it.
Yep.
I have to imagine that this was in that $30-$40 range.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. If I could get another bottle of it, I would pay it.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah, 100%.
Talk to Matt.
What else you got in the shelf? You got any more of that toasted barrel? Because that toasted barrel is next level. Any final thoughts?
We should just drive out there and just raid that store.
We should. And he's going to be like, oh, man, everything's gone. But yeah, down in the comments, have you had, I'm going to try it. Let's see if we can do it. Goose Island Bourbon County Reserve brand 150 stout. Stout aged in Old Forester 150th anniversary bourbon barrels from 2021. What do you think of it? What do you think of Bourbon County in general? What's your favorite vintage? What's your favorite variant? Do you prefer the adjuncted variants versus the barrel as the adjunct only?
I'm going to qualify that statement. I think some of the most interesting things are the barrel differences. I don't think it's always just the best ones. I think I think seeing those differences is a huge thing, but remember that blueberry granola, whatever that one was?
The marzipan one? I thought that was going to be. Wasn't that marzipan? No. I'm mixing up, but I know.
The orange one from a few years ago. Some of those were the ones that really blew our hair back. I just think that seeing the difference that a barrel can do to the same beer is a huge thing, and it's awesome. And some of them are the best ones. But man, some of those adjuncted ones are awesome too.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like
no.
I just say I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong. I'm just qualifying it.
I know what you mean. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, down in the comments, let's have a discussion. Don't forget to check out nerdsense.net. From there, all of our social media spots. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell soon if I post new videos. And I'm Sean.
I'm Mike, and this is Nerdsense.
So far.